What's good YouTube? Darryl here back from 𝐿𝐴, and today is another business vlog. Why is today another business vlog? Because my previous video, if you haven't already checked it out, it got one of my most views in the shortest period of time, and honestly I'm surprised. It was talking about my business failure, and I guess people relate a lot to it, and also people like seeing the failures of other people. Therefore today I'll be covering the topic on how to build wealth, how to build your wealth as a fresh graduate, as a teenager, as maybe even a person that works a 9 to 5 job, but that one I will specifically cover in another video. Today it will just be for fresh graduates and teenagers. How do you build your wealth and how do you be financially free as a fresh graduate? Here are the tips. I'm just gonna draw a bit, even though my drawing is horrible, but I will invest on an iPad pen very soon so that I can create like a presentation form. But for now, I only have a pen and a paper. Therefore, I'll be drawing out the 4 pillars you guys need, and it's very crucial because I'm using these 4 pillars as my principle to grow into a financially free state. So keep your attention until the end of the video to know my whole explanation of the 4 pillars. The first pillar and the most crucial one of all, which a lot of you might have missed it out, is that commission-based jobs are the best way to start. And why do I say that? Commission-based jobs. The reason to that is because commission-based jobs leads to support. For number one, what you need time. You need time, and you need some peace of mind. Peace of mind is the word. You need some peace of mind, you need some time, and you definitely need some money in order to grow something big. As much as you can say that money is not important in terms of doing business, no, you're wrong, because money is important, but you must know how to use it the right way. And people that are normally from not so rich part of the world or family, they will know how to use the money wisely because they know that it's important and every penny should be spent properly. Therefore, first of all, you need to settle down with something that gives you the time, the flexibility, and also the enough money for you to feel. You will suffer without enough money. Trust me, if you're doing a business and you're completely in debt, you have no money to eat. Yeah, there are a lot of success stories that came out of it, like even that movie, The Pursuit of Happiness. But you have to remember that it's a movie, and also it's one out of a million people that have gone through that without coming out into depression, without going into schizophrenia. I don't know. I mean, without going crazy, basically. So this is really the most important first step that you should take in order to build your dream. Then the second would be investment. I know a lot of you guys might argue that, well, should investment come up as the third most important, or maybe the fourth, because you might think that business should be the second to that. However, I would tell you that investment honestly is important to be the second, because what investment is, it is backup. When you have investment, you have backup. And that's what I did as well. I didn't start my business until I had my investments all like set up to a place where I can feel comfortable with without, I mean, you don't have to go excess in it. I mean, you can go excess in it, but I wouldn't go excess in it because I really want to use a lot of the money into business as well. Investment should be the second category because investment gives you the sense of feeling you're safe. You know, there's always a fallback on. You won't like go all in or die. You know, even if the business venture doesn't work out, you still have a commission-based job to generate cash flow. You still have your investments to know that, okay, this money can take care of me if I really need it. You know, so investments are my number 2. Whether or not it's property, whether or not it's stocks, it's really up to you guys. But for me, it's mostly stocks and mutual funds. Therefore, that's up to you guys to choose, and I'll cover another video discussing about balancing up the portfolio. Number 3 would be business. You got it right, business. Why business? To be put at number 3, I already explained in the first part. You need to get support first, then you need to get the backup, then you can go for the business. Because business is something to build for the, something for you to build, basically. If you only have this two and you don't have business, you can probably live a pretty decent life, but to pass the barrier that you want to get to a very financially free state, it's gonna be a bit hard. It's gonna be a bit hard unless your commission job really pays a lot and you invest really a lot into the investment, and maybe the dividends from it can really give you the income that you want. It's not gonna happen. I mean, unless that happens, you know what I mean? Therefore, business is very important. For business is when you're throwing your idea out to the world, innovate something new that supplements the need of others. Therefore, you're bringing value to the world. You're bringing value to people, and not only will you get more network so that you can use it back maybe in your commission-based job, double selling people, and you can build something and form a team and really nurture that team, see that team grow. There's a lot of benefits out of having a business. Don't get me wrong by posting a video on my business fail, because all I'm saying is that you need to be cautious. You need to plan a bit more and really do a bit of research and analyze things before starting a business. Not saying that starting a business is horrible and don't ever start it. I did not say that, because I'm doing my own business now as well, so that can't be true. And last but not least is passive income, because passive income is the one thing that leads to freedom. And there's a lot of ways to get passive income, but trust me, out of all this, here's the chart. You need every single one of them in order to get a financially free state. This one, eventually one day when the business does well, you can drop it up. This one, you can keep growing, because when your business does well, you can either invest in another business or put the money back into investments and then see it grow. Or when you have multiple businesses, then you also have a huge cash flow, which you can also dump back into the investments and watch it grow. Up to you guys. Passive income is whereby you're doing a hobby, that you something that you like, and that hobby pays you a set amount of money, and it just regularly pays you without you really doing anything. For example, okay, let's implement my life into this right now. How do I have all these 4 pillars? Commission-based job. Okay, before I came back from Singapore, because I was working there for almost 2 years, before I came back, I did think about this as well. And when this plan came to my mind, that's why I started doing insurance. A lot of successful people have came out of insurance, and also property agents, just that they need to know how to implement it the right way. They must have the entrepreneurial mindset, instead of just having the mindset that I want to be super good at insurance or being an insurance agent and just become like a district manager, district director. That's not wrong, don't get me wrong, because if you have that kind of goals, go ahead. I'm just telling you that financial freedom, to me, in my opinion, is derived from this way. Insurance gives you a very regular income. Working for the right company gives you very decent amount of income, honestly, with the very minimal amount of work that you can put in. Of course, for the start, it's going to be a grind. It's going to be a grind no matter what from start, because you need to develop your network, you need to meet people, you need to do a bit of sales before you can coach a team. But this one in the long run really gives you the massive cash flows to help you out with every other aspect. Then the second one would be investments. Investments, slowly but surely, start with the most safe investments first. Go for unit trust, go for mutual funds, start reading more, start learning how to invest in individual shares, maybe the property market. Maybe if you want to go into REITs, real estate investment trusts, you can go into it as well. Or you want to go into bonds, it's up to you guys. But starting to invest, the second one, is really important, because when you get money from here, Yes, you can save some to start the business, but you can allocate it wisely. Forget about all the LV bags, forget about all the Rolexes, forget about all those branded stuff at the time being, okay? Right now, no more Mercedes-Benz, no BMW. A lot of insurance agents get trapped in the loop, which is what I call the branded loop. They get their money, they buy a Mercedes, they have to pay it for 7 years or 5 years, who knows. But they're getting it in their mindset. It's like, I'm getting it so I can recruit people to come on board because they feel like I'm successful because I drive a Mercedes. Then I buy a Mercedes and then I keep paying. And then when my new bonus comes out, then I'm gonna buy a new car, switch to a new car so that people say like, oh wow, this guy is damn successful. That will let you be stuck in the agent loop. You'll be forever be an agent, so try not to be stuck in it if you really are a true entrepreneur. Alright, so the second one is done. The third one is building a business. When you save enough money, take the money, and you need some guts, don't get me wrong. Of course you have to watch your step everywhere you go. Every single step you take, you need to analyze it. But at the end of the day, guts is the thing. Intuition is the thing that gets you to actually start it and start executing the things. Because execution is most difficult thing ever. When you go into the execution stage, you'll make some mistakes, you'll learn from it. You'll make some more mistakes, you'll learn from it. All I'm trying to say is try to minimize the mistakes by learning from other people's mistakes, and the ones that if you have to take it, you gotta take it. You gotta take it, but you don't have to bang your head on the wall for it. So business is very crucial because when you get a business, you really show your true passion. You really bring the value to the society that maybe the society lacks at the moment, or maybe it's something that they need, they really need. For example, this pandemic, they need maybe some delivery services that FedEx or all those other ones can't provide as efficiently. Then maybe you can come up something with that. Or perhaps like one very interesting business that came up lately was the Facebook Live fish selling. Started selling fish on Facebook, which that is what you call an entrepreneurial mindset, because you have a bit of money, and of course everyone will sell in the market, but rather than selling in the market, you go to Facebook Live, you do a bit of funny stuff, you talk a bit funny, and then you attract people and they buy your product. And when people buy it there, they'll say, oh wow, it's so easy, you just order it and it comes to you. Then why not I just do it there? Why not I just buy my fish from there? And then they keep doing that. And then if that lockdown is over, everyone will transfer their mindsets that side already. They'll feel like, oh, since it's so convenient, why not? I'll just buy it online. And that's the supply and demand. You supplied something that everyone demanded for, where nobody is supplying it, then you are the monopoly. And the last one is passive income. Alright, this is a bit subjective. Passive income, to me, I prefer it being also my hobby. My version of passive income, you might laugh, all of you might say it's dumb, but I'm working on YouTube, therefore I'm creating a lot of good content. And if you're listening to my sad sob story right now, please give me a like so that the YouTube algorithm will run and I'll get more views and more people can see my video and more of my videos can impact other people. Anyway, subscribe. Basically, passive income is like what I'm doing right now. I'm doing YouTube, and yes, there's not many views right now, but in the future, when the views starts getting more and more, which I really hope it does, when it gets more and when my word comes up and impacts a lot of people, and then sponsors maybe will start looking for me, or maybe ads, I can start implementing some ads, that will help me out, because that will be my passive income. My passive income will be used to run every other thing as well. My business, that I can use my values to impact the world or impact the community, and my investments also leading back to the business. So it all goes hand in hand. As long as you have the mindset to bring value to other people's lives, then you're probably on the right track. You're practically on the right track, basically. And passive income really gives you that freedom, really allows you to have that sense of creativity, because you can just take one step back from everything else, let the passive income ride. and also clear your mind out so that you can really bring up the creativity in you. Because what I learned so far is that creativity normally comes up when you're not overly focusing on every single thing that you're doing. Like, I lack the creativity because I'm so busy with every single thing I'm doing in a day. That's why when I'm thinking of YouTube videos, when I'm planning my YouTube videos, I really take one step back. I clear my head for a bit and then I write everything down and plan for the next video. I'm not really good at talking on camera yet, but eventually I will be good. Therefore, you guys, please support me. And this is my 4 pillars to financial freedom. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate all of you guys that supported me and supports me, who supports me, even on Facebook and Instagram. I love you guys so much. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, because I'm going to post more business vlogs and business videos, explain maybe my past personal issues with investments, my biggest investment mistakes. Anyway, give me a thumbs up and I'll see you guys next time.